Any tips on not being scared to busk? I definitely want to do some busking in New York, but I'm scared for a few different reasons. The people will be annoyed, I might sound bad, I might take someone else's spot. I'm not sure how busking works in New York, so I think one thing is just making sure you know how busking works in the city and where you can busk for free and where you can't and you need a license, because I know that was a big thing. Otherwise, around licenses, if you're in a place that is fine for you to busk and do whatever, don't be worried. People won't be annoyed. People will just walk by, and if they like it, then they'll stay. I did some busking when I was in Berlin for a little bit, and it was lovely. People were super great. 95% of people will just walk past you. But the 5% will stick around and listen to a song or two and keep going. I mean, if you've done Twitch streaming, then busking is very easy. This is kind of just like online busking, right? You're playing songs for people. But it's really funny the things that people will pay you in when you're busking. And I think that was the fun thing, is I never knew what I was going to close my guitar case with by the end of the session. Is you just open up the guitar case. One day I got paid with a phone card and a tangerine. They're like, I like your music, and they just like very delicately put a tangerine in the guitar case. We're like, goodbye, like walked away. And I was like, you're very sweet, thank you for the tangerine. And the phone card was pretty sweet, because I guess like the phone plans and stuff in Europe are way better than Canada, and you can, I don't know, have a phone for like a month for $10, which is absolutely not a thing here, and the internet is outrageous as well. So for them, like, you could just pop the phone card in, and it was great. I was able to have like a full week worth of data and stuff, just this nice person leaving a phone card in the guitar case. So it's actually a super fun adventure, and you shouldn't be worried about it. It can actually help boost your confidence for when you have to get on a stage and you have like an attentive audience listening, and that's a pretty stressful situation. But when you're busking, there's nothing on the line. No one's gonna walk up to you like they will on the internet and like come into your chat and say, you suck. No one's gonna do that in real life. They feel confident doing that behind a username, but for them to like walk up to you in a square when you're just hanging out playing guitar and singing, no one's going to walk up to you and be like, I hate everything you're doing right now. So you don't have to worry about the things you even have to worry about here when you're streaming on Twitch and things like that. So Carly, I gave a sandwich because I was out of cash. It's the sweetest. It was so lovely. I loved the tangerine. Yeah. I don't know why I imagine a bunch of New York buskers ganging up on me being like, hey, this is our turf. Well, here in Ottawa, we have like, you sign up for a spot and everybody rotates like every hour, I think it is. So I think it's just doing some quick research about the neighborhood you want to busk in and seeing what the rules are for busking in those areas. Yeah. We have a few streets that you require a license in Ottawa, but others you can just busk for free. It doesn't cost anything, and there's no booking that spot. But obviously, like, the prime locations for busking, those are the ones that you really want, because there's lots of foot traffic. Those are usually the ones you need a license, and you just sign up. But the license might not be too expensive too. It might be worth it. But just have fun. Just make sure you check, because I wouldn't want you to be charged. That's the big thing. It's like, I can't believe the fines they give. Like, very clearly a poor musician on the side of the sidewalk playing music for free, and they fine you like crazy for doing that. The only time I've ever had the police called on me is when we were touring the East Coast. It's hilarious because it was right outside of City Hall in Fredericton. No Funswick, I mean New Brunswick. We had a show that night, and so what we were doing was just like everywhere we'd go, we'd do a little touristy thing, and then we'd try to find like a public piano, because I was touring with my piano player Sebastian at the time. And so we'd go and we'd find a public piano. You're allowed to play the public piano, and you're allowed to make music. And we weren't a full band. It was just like I was singing and Sebastian was playing the public piano outside of City Hall. and these two cops walk over, and I'm like, oh no, like what did we do? I'm such a badass. And the cops were giggling, and they just came over to say that the music sounds great. They said someone in City Hall called them because there was somebody busking outside, and they're like, you're allowed to play, it's a community piano. And so they didn't take the phone call seriously from this angry person. They just wanted to hear the music. They're like, oh, someone's playing it? Cool. Danielle almost made it to the slammer. Yeah. So apparently people weren't often going and playing the community piano. So they're like, oh, cool. Thanks for letting us know someone's playing music. We can go listen to the concert. Yeah, so even if that happens, you still won't go to jail. You're fine. You can busk. Yeah, best cop story ever. I am such a badass. Furter, thank you for the follow. Arrogant Am and NJ Gray. Hi, welcome in. Welcome. Sorry. The music's just really good. 911, what's your emergency? Yeah, there's someone playing the public piano. They sound awesome. You should go check them out.